Hello, welcome to CP Radio. My name is Charlize, and I'm your host. I'm here with the chicest doll in disco, Miss Kimberly Davis.
Hello.
How are you, Miss
How are
Davis?
you?
I'm great.
Thank you for having me, hon.
Yes, definitely. You're a busy woman, so we're not here to
Yes.
waste your time.
I love it.
I just want to get started, and I just want to go from the beginning.
Okay,
With you.
let's do it.
Yeah. So, where did you get your start specifically for music?
When I could talk, the minute I started talking, I was singing. Right?
Yeah.
So, I think I was 2 years old, and my mom took me to the hospital to visit a friend, and they hid me in the hospital behind the curtain, but they had the radio on, and I just started singing. Got everybody kicked out the hospital. But that's just what it is. So I've been singing since I could talk, and it was always, let the baby sing, family reunions, somebody's birthday, whatever it is. It was always, and from there, I just went to school for it. From elementary, always in a play, junior high school, you're in the choir, whatever it is. Then you got to the special high school, and that's what it was. And from high school, I had been singing professionally.
Oh, yeah.
From high school. So, and that's when it turned into a whole nother world. But again, the school I went to, a lot of us were just coming out of school and going straight into what we went to school for. Whether it was art, acting, playing an instrument, singing, whatever it was. That's what we went to the school for. To train ourselves to, get better.
Yeah, definitely. I want to talk more about that too, because that's a part of your story. We're just going on a timeline right now.
I love it.
LaGuardia High School.
Yes.
That was your high school, right?
That was.
And it was a high school specifically for the arts, and it was very competitive, I hear. So I want to hear about your experience there, your time, how that grow you as a person.
Yeah, I was in junior high school, and my homeroom teacher graduated from music and art. Back when we were separated, it was performing arts and music and art. And she said to me, you need to go to that school. I mean, there was every year there was at least 3 students that she saw had the ability to make it in that school. So when my year came, I was one of them. So she trained me. She told me everything I needed for that audition.
Oh, she set you up.
She set me completely up. It was like, they're going to go, dun, 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 dun. You need to do that. Like, they're going to make you sing a song. Don't sing, the greatest love of all. Everybody's going to sing that. Sing something different. And I did. She just trained me on everything that I needed to know. And I knew that I had made it to the school before I even left the audition. Because one of the students was, escorting me around. And she was like, you want to see what you got? And I was like, hell yeah, I want to see what I got. What? I can see what I got. So I already knew that I had made it to that school.
Okay.
And I remember my mom taking me to go see the movie Fame. And I was like, oh, they're dancing on tables. I'm going. I'm going. They're singing in the train station. I'm all about that. And believe it or not, that's what we did. Literally every day. It was that kind of vibe.
So they're like your dream school.
Yeah, it was. And I said to her initially, I didn't want to go to that school. When she brought it up, because I realized that I was going to be in the school where other people sang, and I would be like a mere blur now, because again, let the baby sing all the way through elementary school, all the way through junior high school. I was always a singer. So now I'm going to go somewhere where everybody sings. And she was so mad at me. I was like, I don't want to go there. I'm going to be a nobody. She was like, shut up. How dare you? You're going to learn. And that's exactly what I did. I learned, and not just from the teachers, from the other students. And we were exposed to a lot of things musically. So, we had actual celebrity singers come to our school and take us out to be in their choirs. So we was always exposed to it. That's what the whole thing was.
Yeah, it was like truly like learning
what
was. You wanted to do.
Yeah, and those same students, like pretty much for any high school, those same kids are the ones that you are like almost friends with for the rest of your life, because you're growing. Those are your formative years. High school is your formative years. So you think you're growing anyway. So when you meet your friends, you're like, yeah. And I still have friends from high school that I'm saying, this is my girlfriend from high school, like still, because we all learned together.
Oh, wow. So more about LaGuardia, just like, what was it like for you to be in a space where, like, yeah, there's a bunch of singers, but there's, like, also a bunch of, like, you know, just a bunch of other people that are just as creative and open-minded as you are. So, like, how did you make yourself stand out in those cases?
It was at least 2 years of learning. Okay? So that means, you know, a lot of people came out of that school. You know, we can go all the way back to like Billy D. Williams and Diane Carroll. We could take it all the way back to them. But during my years there, it was Omar Epps, it was Marlon Wayans, it was Jennifer Aniston, Adam Sandler. Like, it was that group of people that went to the school that, you know, everybody had their mission. Really focused, you know, and then they were all actors, you know, so they had their section in the school. We had our section. We wouldn't mind if they came to our section to sing, but they would hate us to come down in their section to try to act, you know. So it was that kind of vibe. But you know, everybody was there and everybody was talented, and the first 2 years you're spending really learning. Then when you're like that junior and that senior, and now you've been recognized for, you know, learning, and now your skills are up, you know, now you've got, you know, you've got people asking you, do you want to be in a group? You know, let's do this. Let's start, you know, doing things outside of high school.
Yeah, let's start like expanding ourselves.
Yeah, that's really when it comes, because again, 16, 17, now you're old enough to do things that you couldn't do before.
Yeah, I totally like, I see that.
Yeah.
And speaking of expanding and growing yourself, you had a girl group.
Yes.
Called Petite when you were 16. Yeah. Please tell me about that. I want to hear all about that.
Yeah, that was one of the girls that I went to high school with, Tisha Hunter. Hi, Tisha. Hi, girl. She actually brought us all together. You know, she knew me from school. She knew, you know, Monica from athletic, you know, things that they did together. And she lived in the same building with Julia. So she kind of brought us all together to be in this group. And we were young, and we were managed by Dr. York, who, like, now now they're like referring Puffy to Dr. York, because that's how Dr. York was. It was really like a lot to experience at 16. You know, we saw a lot of things, you know, and it took for him to get run out of Brooklyn into Georgia for everybody to say, hey, this guy, something's wrong. But now I know why my mother was so devastated around that time. You know, I'm sure I took years off of her life with that whole part of my life, you know, because we're 16. We got stars in our eyes. Somebody's giving us things. We're in the studio recording. We're not even going to school because we're going over here to do a show. Like, you know, you don't want me to be a star, Mom. That's me talking to my mom.
And really,
when basically she's trying to look out for her child. Yeah. Along with the other girls in the band. But we finally got away from him, and then just started working with, you know, Full Force and Lisa. So now we were on the background of all of her stuff at the time, and you know, just performing. And I separated myself from the band, and I had my son, and so then life changed for me, and we were still the best of friends, me and the girls, but it was time for me to do me. And now in life, I know that I wasn't supposed to be there with them. I was supposed to make those steps to do what I had to do, you know, because life changes. Yeah,
life always has a way of, you know, deciding things for you. And you don't even know it in the moment.
You better deal with it.
Don't remind me.
You better deal with it.
But speaking about your son, I was going to bring him up.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was that towards your career? I must have been not devastated, but it must have been hard for you to leave your passion to go.
Yes, it was.
Take care of your son.
Certain things I just couldn't do. You know, I was 22 when I had Jamel, so I was working. That was me working 9 to 5. Boom, working 9 to 5. Actually, 12 to 8. Right, worked for the city, 12 to 8. That's how I started, because I had to be home, you know, during the day. But when school started, I switched my hours, and then I was still singing. I had this baby, and I was still going to work. Yep. So half the time, I don't even know what sleep was, you know. But you got to do what you got to do when you're in certain situations. Your adrenaline just builds up to whatever you have to handle. You know what I mean? Whatever it is in life that's thrown at you, you can handle it. You just got to get your adrenaline up and let's go. So, you know, that was my mindset. And plus, I was younger. But there was things that I could not do. I could not complete an Alicia Keys tour when she first came out because my son was going into high school, and I was like, I need to be in his face for high school. Like, no, can't do it. You know, I mean, I remember going to Japan, and I came back and he was biting his nails. And that let me know that me being gone traumatized him. Oh. So I was like, can't do it, y'all. I gotta be home.
Yeah, that's your son.
A lot of things but once he got older, and now that he is a grown man, you know, now is the time for me to do what I gotta do. And I learned a lot of things along the way. Yes, I learned a lot of things along the way of being in the business at a young age, but not getting caught and sucked up into it, because not just the angels that were watching us, but again, I had a mom that was verbal, you know, and we had a manager right after we left Dr. York and got with Full Force. We had a manager in between that, in the interim. It was a female, and she was very, you know, she saved us from a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the industry they tried to tear us apart. You know, you guys can go on the tour, and those girls can stay home. And what? No, it's 4 of us.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a victim, you know.
It's a girl group, not a girl.
Exactly. You know, so, you know, we had our angels watching over us, so we weren't dragged into the business as horribly as others. But again, we were the first girl group out. We was out before SWV. We was out before all these chicks.
Clock it, Miss Davis.
But I'm just saying, I mean, shout out to all of that. Because we kind of let them know that girls can be in, because the song was about New Edition. So that means there were guy groups out. So we were the first girls, so we sung the song about them. The whole song is about New Edition, because they were just coming out. So yeah, we can do the girl version of this. Was doing it. So it kind of led the way for the other girl groups that came out that we knew after that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Mm-hmm. And you know, I can see you as a trailblazer, just not just in your younger formative years. Even now, you come into the school, it's just another set of your skills are shown when you teach.
Yes.
And I think that's so beautiful.
I think it's important to pass it on. It's important to pass it on. Just information, period. That's just the type of person I am. You know, oh, those shoes are cute. Where'd you get them from? Oh, okay. I'm going to let you know. Because it's just passing on the information.
Yeah. And, like, I wanted to talk about your big break, because that's right in between where we want to go. Okay. So you have your son, you're taking care of him, you're working. Mm-hmm. You're saying you're working, what, like 12 to 8? Everywhere. You're going
everywhere.
So who called you up to be like, hey, I have this gig?
So you actually know him.
I know the story, but I want to hear it.
Yes, because we all have our different versions, right? Ralph Roll. Ralph Roll was a friend of mine who is AKA the drummer of Nile Rodgers and CHIC. What up, Ralph? Who just called me, by the way, because that's my homie.
See him on our other radio broadcast.
Slice. Yes. So Ralph called me and was like, you know what, Kim, because me and him doing gigs for years, he knew me and my personality. Me and him would laugh constantly on a gig, you know, when we're not on stage or when we're on stage. So that was like my brother. He called me and he said, you know CHIC, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, you should audition. And I was like, okay. So stop telling me about this audition that's never happening, you know? And so I finally go to work one day and I'm completely forget about this audition. And Ralph calls me and was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what do you mean what I'm doing? I'm at work. You just called me. Like, what? And he's like, you're supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be there. That's right. So I jump in my car, and from Queens to Manhattan, I'm on the highway. I just left my job and was like, I'll be back. I mean, they knew me for taking 2-hour lunches. That's just what it was. I was a supervisor. I had been there for 17 years already.
Oh, so you were like, I'm going to take my
2 hours. Right, I'm going to take my 2 hours. And I left, and when I got to SIR Studios, there were like girls outside waiting, girls that had gone already that were like lingering, and then there was like a girl singing at the time. And I was like, hey, hi. So, yeah, I got to go back to work. You think I can just, like, skip this line and just, like, do my thing and break out? Like, what do you think? I'm like, Ralph is the one that, oh, yeah, sure, no problem. So the girl finishes, and I go right up there, and I'm like, hey! And Ralph looks at me like, you're not playing right now. And I look back at him like, you know, so we're just giving this eye contact, having this moment. Yeah, like, stop playing, Kim. And so I was like, yeah, I got you. And he's looking at me like, but you better sing. And I'm like, okay.
You think a big brother is like,
right, exactly. So, but I did see other people that I knew. So when I walked in, I was all like, hey, like, you know, surprised to see these other band members that I knew. And Ralph just gave me the look like, stop playing, let's be serious. And so when Nile looked at me and said, what song are you going to sing? I said, I Want Your Love. And they laughed because, again, song choice is important, people. I'm going to say it again. When my teacher said, do not sing The Greatest of All, the reason was because 35 people had sang it already. Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
You want to be different. You want to stand out. And that's what was funny to me, that I didn't even see it as that at the time. I just figured it's a Chic gig. Why wouldn't I sing a Chic song? Mm-hmm. And so when everybody else was, you know, I keep on falling, everybody had did that 100 times. They were glad. They laughed when I said, I Want Your Love. They laughed. And I was like, all right, okay, whatever. And they played the song. When I finished singing the song, the manager came over to me and passed me the itinerary for the rest of the year and said, this is what we got going on. And I was like, no, absolutely no, because I have a 9 to 5. And he said, not anymore. And I looked at him and he said, what would you need not to go back to work? That's what he asked me. And I lowballed him because, again, I didn't know. And then you got me on the spot, you know, so I lowballed him. He looked at me like, that sounds like a bet. And I literally went back to work and started grabbing all of my stuff. I was like, you guys have been real. It's been 17 years, but I'm out. And they were looking at me like, no, what are you talking about? You just went to lunch. I was like, nope, I just changed my life. And wow. I've been with Nile Rodgers ever since. And that's because Ralph Roll was like, get your behind down here right now. Wow. And there were girls that was standing there going, what just happened? I didn't even get to sing yet. It was like a shutdown. Like the audition was shut down.
You shut it down.
Down. All the way down. And that's not, it's not cocky. It's just confidence. Because I went in there and said, I'm going to sing this song that I had been singing since it first came out.
Yeah.
Okay? So I was like, that's the one I like, and that's the one that got me the gig.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful like story. It just shows you how much luck is involved in this business.
Or just timing.
Yeah.
I would say timing. Yeah. Yep.
And like and also like just like about that, you know, you do so many renditions of songs, and not only that, but she could have like a long line.
Yes.
A long line of singers.
Yes.
So I just want to ask you, like, when you sing, what's going on up in here? Because you do some things that are amazing, beautiful, like fantastic, and just sounds so different to the ear. It's so pleasant. Like
that's the thing for me as a Gemini. Okay, so let's start with that. The same thing for me will make me want to cry. I would just rather not do the same thing every time, all the time. Mm. The people in the audience don't know what I'm going to do because they're just at the show. They don't know how I'm going to do it. But then you get repeat offenders. So then you get people that have come to a show and know what I'm going to do if I'm going to do the same thing. Like certain dance steps, certain timings on the stage and movements. But I never want to do the same thing. So I'm always doing something different. And it's all musical. I look at musicians like keyboard players and guitar players, drummers, anything. How did you think of that? How did you think of that riff that you did, you know, on the drums? How did you think of that guitar lick that you did? Like, what made you? People ask me the same thing. How did you think of those riffs? It's just, if you're artistic, it's just going to come. Mm. It's just going to come. And I constantly use that part of my vocals to where it's not the same thing all the time. I even want the band not to be bored, because we do at least 150 shows. That's a minimum a year. Can you imagine 150 shows of the same thing over and over again? It's like autopilot. No, that's why live music is the best thing, because we can make it what we want.
Yep. And not only that, but if like your band is bored,
yeah,
the audience is gonna be bored
too. Everybody's gonna be burnt out.
Everyone's gonna be like,
you're gonna see it from the audience. You're gonna see that we're just going through the motions, but no, we're not, because he just hit a drum fill that excited me. So I just hit a note that excited Nile, and now he's gonna play a lick. Yeah. So now we're all vibing. It's just it's live music. Yeah. And it's definitely everybody being artistic at the same time.
Yeah, and that's like what you want for every band, because you want every band to be having some type of good time, if you know what I'm talking about.
That you can see.
Yes, and like, and that you want to like really like hone in on like, this is who we are. Right. We are chic, and we are here. Yes. And you're going to respect.
Yes. And we put a lot of people to go like this. I don't even want to perform now. I'm done. Really. That's like great. We've had people come on after us and go, why are we going on after them? Oh, that's because we came on all the energy. That's what it is.
But that, like, to me, that's crazy that people will tell you that. Because for me, I would just be like, oh, I'm up now. We have to hit a different roof.
Step your game up. Just step it up. And a lot of people have done that. So we have opened up for bands to where they saw our set and was like, okay, and they started making arrangements.
Yeah, they were like, oh, we gotta do this.
Yeah, they started making changes, and that's fine. That means everybody stepped their game up. Let's go.
Now listen, I know if I'm on a bill with Chic, immediately.
Yeah, yes. Or just have enough confidence to say you gonna like me regardless. Yeah, you gonna love me regardless.
And like, I'm pretty sure that's something that you tell all your students.
Yes, I do.
Which is,
don't worry about what they doing. Worry about yourself.
Oh, definitely. Which is another thing I want to talk to you. You are a proud businesswoman.
Yes.
And owner of She Sings Academy. She Sings Academy. Mm-hmm. Lovely. I want you to tell me a bit about that, please.
Yes. So, during the pandemic, everybody had to find another way. Mm. And people had been asking me to give vocal lessons for years, since the 90s. But I was like, well, I don't play piano. So what? That's not really the issue. And that's when, for me, it turned into not just vocals, but mentoring and bringing people out of their shell. That's when it turned into something else for me. So it's not just vocals. It's every part of whatever you're going through in life, because whatever you're going through in life will affect your career. Whatever. If you hung out all night long last night for whatever you were doing, and you can't make it to church to sing in the choir, the gig after church, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, because you done messed up everything, messed up your flow. It's all intertwined. So you got to have a certain kind of, just a certain kind of ethic, a work ethic. And that's what I teach, not just vocals, because it's a lot that comes with being prepared to do a show for 90 minutes. Yep. With heels on, if you're a sweater, or just certain things, or if you were sick 3 days ago, and not like, what are all the things, like, it's a lot that goes into jumping on stage.
You should make a book.
Yeah, it's a
big Bible.
I'm telling you, things to swear by. Things I swear by.
Kimberly Davis is things she swears by for singing and performing. Literally. Everything.
Yeah, so that's why it works for me. There's times when I'm on the phone with my students at like 15 to 20 minutes, half an hour after the lesson, or 45 minutes before the lesson starts, because we're not just doing a whole lesson. We're not just warming up vocally and I'm listening to them sing a song. We're talking about a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, you're talking about like, oh, so what'd you do last week? Oh,
yes, what are you doing for your craft? Exactly.
Yep. Mm-hmm. See, I understand that, because for me, I'm over here like, oh, I'm doing a program that's helping me excel. Yep. I'm doing here, and I'm boosting my credentials to be able to have different skill sets.
And that's exactly that's exactly what I teach. And I'm only doing the serious ones. I had a student that was like, I want to sing like Usher. I said, what? First of all, I love you and I mean it dearly, but Usher was grinding since he was 13. So that's the grind. The grind is like, you want to be in the studio, you want to sing, you're working. Usher right now can lay in the flat position and sing a whole entire song. Why? Because he's been doing it. You can't.
And he's working for it.
Yeah. I said, okay, what did I teach you last week? Oh, I didn't get a chance. You're not serious about it. You cannot waste time. You're wasting my time, because I'm reteaching you what I just taught you last week, because you're not serious about it. So those are the ones that I don't have the time for. And that's because you're not serious. So why what would I be doing? Wasting time and just taking your money? No, I'm trying to do this because I want you to take it with you in life.
Yeah, in whatever shape or form that may be. Yeah. You don't even have to be a professional singer.
Right.
But like, even like the work ethic to be at a job. Yes. You have to look good. Yes. You have to be. If you're sick the next day, you still got to bring some tea, something.
You have to do something. You have, the show must go on.
Yes.
The show must go on.
It always has to go on.
Yes.
And like, I just want to ask you about that, just to like pivot away from your academy. Mm-hmm. When you're with CHIC, you know, the energy's so real, so alive, everything's so beautiful. I just want to ask, like, what have you learned being with CHIC?
Accountability. Communication is important. And honesty, keeping it real.
It's like a relationship.
A
band is like a relationship.
It has to be, because I'm with them more than I'm at home.
Yeah.
So you're with these people. We have fought, made up, laughed, healed when someone was sick, cooked, went to funerals, went to birthdays, went to weddings. For 17 years I've been there.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, what? We are family for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like right now, I got one of the band members calling me because he has something to tell me. You know, we're on a thread even when we're not on the road. What y'all doing today? Look at what I cooked.
Yeah, like,
you know, it's that kind of thing.
It becomes really deep and
it's embedded. A relationship.
It's very much. I like to say that with my band. I'm like, we're all in a
No, it is. It is. It's real.
Because we gotta all be accountable for each other, and we gotta tell people, hey.
And accountable for yourself.
Yep.
Be accountable for yourself. Like this, definitely. You know, when we have rehearsals and somebody's wrong, it's loud and proud. My bad.
I'm sorry.
One more time for Kim. You know, that kind of thing. Just be accountable. Yeah. You know, we're all adults. Nobody's going to get in trouble. You know?
Well, we hope not.
But you're right.
Right. But, yeah, like that's just some of the beautiful things about being with a band, especially with people who love and care about you and will really share your vibe.
Yeah, no, and we understand each other. Like if we took each band member and started describing them, we would all say the same thing about that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how well we know each other.
It's like talking about your brother, your aunt, your cousin, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I love that. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to ask you, you know, how do you feel about being in such a big family? You know, how do you feel having that support system? Is it overwhelming? Is it like, oh, is it so great?
No, it's not overwhelming because it's just, for me as the only child, you know, I was always around people. You know, other people, had a bunch of friends, you know, family always involved in something going on because, again, only child. So when you have, it's okay to have strangers or people that are non-family members that you consider family. It's fine. Mm-hmm. No, it's fine. And believe me, we know more about each other. It's so weird. It's like so weird. Like therapy. We have therapy moments.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? With a bottle of wine. It's like, come on, it's called the wine down. Let's do this.
The wine down.
We call it the wine down. You know, today was rough. We traveled 24 hours and because we're all in the same boat. We're in these trenches together. You know what I mean?
You're on the same car.
We're right.
You're all in the same. Shut that down.
Yes.
You know, everything.
Oh, no, we've had those moments too.
I'm pretty sure.
Why are you singing every song? Shut up and go to sleep. You know, it's that kind of thing.
I hear you do that same one more time.
Yes, all of that. So it's awesome, though. It's a blessing because we've been places where they can't believe how we get along. You know, we took a flight and it was a charter, so that means it was just us on a plane, and the flight attendant could not believe that we were all like laughing, making paper airplanes and throwing them at each other, you know, ordering drinks for each other. You good? Everybody's good? You want to sit here? We could switch. You know, that kind of vibe. She was taken because she was like, usually people, they get on the plane, they throw their headphones on, somebody goes to sleep, nobody's talking. Somebody kicks somebody awake. You know what I mean? It's like they just don't get along. Right.
Yeah.
You know, they just don't get along. We happen to get along.
I bet you guys have like Monopoly or something going
on. All the
on.
time. They're teaching me how to play poker at this point.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready, Kimberly. I'm ready to see you.
Yeah.
See your poker face.
I got one.
You gonna show it?
I just learned it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, mine was kind of bad at first. I was like telling everything, but now it's like.
Okay.
That means my hand sucks. So you thought.
That's good though. I like that. Let me not play poker with you.
That's hilarious. I just learned that though.
I wanted to ask another question.
Yeah.
And not to wrap up, but just like kind of tell me some of the good times. You know what I mean? It's like good times that you've had with your band. Just like
the funniest part is the moments that we share when we are eating. The gig could be wherever the gig is.
Give me a story.
I promise you, we will not know where we are until we eat.
Oh.
So we have favorite spots, you know, and that means that when we go back there, we know exactly where to go. And we can even pass that information on to other people. So, you know, in Australia, we have this hotel, the Grand Hyatt. The breakfast it just brings tears to my eyes. We just did like a Sunday brunch in Korea. It was absolutely amazing. We ate Wagyu in where were we? Somewhere in Manchester. Like wherever we go, it's the food that brings us all together, that makes us happy. If there's like a ton of pictures with us just at a restaurant eating, because that's again a moment of not doing anything, just eating and drinking and talking and laughing. It's always something to talk about. It's always somebody telling a joke, it's like, you know, manja. You know what I mean? It's like a moment where you're not working and and you're just having it's all about the food. The stage is the easiest part. Yeah. That's the work that's the easiest part of all of it. It's packing the bags, making sure your dog is good when you're gone. All the things that you have to take with you when you go to these countries. As a sister, I can't find certain things that I need, you know, in certain countries, you know, so you have to always be prepared, you know, make sure you're paying all your bills while you're gone. You know, it's a bunch of stuff that you got to think about that has nothing
My lights are off.
Exactly. You come home and you wonder why all your food is spoiled.
Yep, in the fridge. Definitely.
So, you know, those are the things that the gig is the easy part. Getting ready for the show is the hardest part. But the eating is the best part, because that's when we're all just like, so what are we eating today? You're on the road. You can't cook. You're not getting anybody's home cooking meal. So you want to go and find something that's good to eat. So that's what brings us together.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And speaking about bringing people together, I hear you do little pop-ups here in Jersey City sometimes.
Yes.
You know, you do little performances here and there.
I do.
And I'm just going to ask, you know, I'm just going to be straight up about it.
Oh.
When are you gonna do one here?
Exactly.
When are you gonna bless us with that amazing
it's
voice
gonna
of
happen.
yours?
It's gonna happen once my slow season comes, which is December, January, February.
Oh, my birthday gift?
Yes.
December 30th.
Are you? When's your birthday?
December 30th.
Oh my God.
I'm a Capricorn.
God, you're 5 seconds from being a New Year's baby. Look at you.
5 seconds.
Oh my gosh. But yes, that's definitely something that's we're planning. And for me, I'm just always extra.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? So I want it to be like an extra kind of thing. So I'm putting together,
Red
you know,
carpet.
right. It's not spur of the moment. I want it to be something extra where we are. Because I just saw a lot of students in Mr. Young's class. I don't know them. You know what I mean? Yeah. All the kids that I worked with, they're already graduated and gone. So now it's time to get with these students to see what they got going on. And I want to bring some new ideas.
Not only that, but I just think you bring like a new taste, new flavor.
Yes.
Something that's definitely needed.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm sorry, but you bring a competition, because I'm right now, I cannot sing you. I'll be like, well,
I love it. And you know the first thing I'm going to say is so what?
Yeah, I'm going to be like, don't worry, I got something over you maybe.
Yes.
We'll try.
Yes.
We'll try it.
And that's the whole point. That's the whole point.
And, you know,
all love.
And I feel like, just because I want to bring this up just like as a last point, being a female in this industry is super difficult to be like, this is what I want, this is how we're going to do it, especially to get your band together.
Yes.
And to be like, we need to make sure, I need this transposed. Oh, you can do, no, I need this transposed.
Yeah, you have to be a boss bitch.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, but that's what you have to be. And the reason why you say it like that is because they would call you that anyway. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because the minute you show that you have that authority, that you have that posture, that you have that temper, that's what they're going to call you anyway. Okay, yep. So that's fine. But this is what I need done. It's very good to delegate. It's very good to know your worth right now. It's very good to know what you're bringing to the table. If you're passionate about it, you want everybody to be passionate about it.
Exactly.
You know, I don't want to have a band where you've got that one band member that's the lazy lima bean. Everybody's got to be on the same page for it to do what you want it to do. And there's people out there that will do it.
Yep.
If somebody's giving you lip, somebody else won't. So.
And the funny part is, if some people don't think that, oh, I'm just going to do what I do, and because I'm good, I'm going to get whatever I want. No. I need you to be, on task and with the band, because if you're not on task, I'm wasting my time. You're wasting our time.
Our time, yeah.
And as a band, and as a relationship, it's not going to work.
Exactly. Again, we all got to be on the same page.
Agreed, yeah.
It's a lot of bands don't last because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That one ego, or that one lazy one, or, the airhead, the one that, it's
even being too bossy. Being too, I want everything perfect. Like, no.
Right.
Got to be open. Like, oh, no, we can do this. Like, I'm fine with that.
Absolutely. And we know those artists, too.
Oh, definitely.
That are over the top bossy, micromanaging every minute of the day. Yeah, no, you don't want that. And you'll get that, but you just got to know how to deal with it. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
You guys are great. Agree. Shout out to Hudson County Prep, because I've done radio before, and y'all got the whole setup. Y'all got cameras, lights,
girl,
mics.
Come back. Bring the whole band with you.
Okay.
Bring the whole band with you.
Y'all.
I got questions for days.
Doing it up in here, I'm just going to say.
I got questions for days for you.
I love that. I love that.
Trust me, if I could spend here like 6 hours, we might. No,
we don't. No, it's always a part 2. There's always something else. I want to document when I do come back. Once I get everything planned, now that I know that there's new students and things like that.
Let's go.
Yes.
We need that. We need more. We need more of that energy and everything. Mm-hmm. And just as like a final thing, I want just like, you can either say it from like a female perspective, or like just as like an industry person. What is one piece of advice you would give to everyone alike, students, adults, whoever?
My motto is, when I'm out right before I leave the building, it's be fierce, but stay humble.
Be fierce, but stay humble. Well, you heard it. Be fierce and stay humble.
That's it. Always be fierce, but please, the humbleness is what's going to give you longevity.
It's going to keep you grounded.
That's right.
And that's what this music's all about.
That's right. As you're being fierce.
Yes. And I just want to say bye to you, because this is the end of our show. This is the end of our show.
Yes.
And I just want to say, like, I'm really excited for your performance with Nile Rodgers and CHIC for your 50th anniversary. Is that coming up?
That was the 50th anniversary for the American Music Awards.
Yes.
Yeah, that was their 50th anniversary.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, and it was awesome because it wasn't really like an award show. It was just a remembering 50 years of music with Dick Clark.
Oh, wow.
So it was amazing. That's one of the reasons why we was there, because our phase was, disco. And then going into still what we're doing now, which is, him recording Get Lucky with Daft Punk and Cuff It with Beyonce. He's still doing it.
Yes,
Exactly.
Okay,
yes. I can't wait to see you at a show.
Hey, listen, if someone invites me.
Yes. You need to definitely get to the show.
I'll go there with my microphone. I got you.
You would love it.
But anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you, honey.
I love you.
I love you more. This is awesome.
Audience, be fierce, stay humble. This is CP Radio. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.